Greetings, everyone. Greetings, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm live right now. According to my screen, welcome. Um, my name is Chimoge. I also go by Moge. To be specific, and I speak too fast. My given name is Chimoge. It's also my first name, my legal name. So that's my name. And then I also use Moge, which is a shorter form of the name. So basically, people can call me either. It's just something that I've also been called by primarily family members, some family members. Most of them call me Shimoge, but a large number also call me Moge throughout my life. So then, those of you who've been following me know I've also been kind of expanding how many other people can call me Moge. So basically, if people call me Moge, that's fine. Shimoge is my name. This is Chimoge's comments, of course. A little more on my name. My government name is Chimoge Chijoke Ibe. Chimoge Chijoke Ibe. And then my alternate white structured name, for lack of a better term, is Chimoge Chijoke Ibe Nwoko. To be specific, Ibe Nwoko was a name some family members were using before I was born. To my knowledge, some still use it. It's just some people before me shortened it to eBay before my government name was created. So anyway, that's it. Metaphysically correct name, Shimoge and K Rom. I get that most people don't give their names in that form. What that means is Shimoge of Rom. What is Rom? Basically, based on my research and then also spiritual understanding, that's the proper name for where I was born. So to my understanding, everyone's name, metaphysically, the exact one is their name and then of wherever you were born. Anyway, I know most people don't give their names like that. The world is broken, so we don't name ourselves correctly. Anyway, that's something for discourse. But let me get to it. The title of this live stream is The Eagle is Also the Overseer. The Eagle is Also the Overseer. I'm just here to spread knowledge about that concept, most specifically because it'll be helpful for leadership purposes. Again, I want to spread knowledge about leadership, and then I also want to do me a bit, just feel good. Wearing this cold here. Here are my notes. Let's do a quick prayer. Kabuna Nogoha, calling all my ancestors. Shout out to all my relatives everywhere in existence. May this live stream succeed. May everything it supports succeed. May all of you succeed and may I succeed. Can we all follow the idea we were brought into this world, into existence to expand? Anyway, now let's go. Anyway, let me give the points. There'll be 4 main points. Then I'll give a bonus piece of information and then 2 questions. And I'll say this twice. I'm going to try not to take too long. Anyway, let me go. So first, the eagle is an expansion person. The eagle is an expansion person. What does that mean? An expansion person in my language, in Onyeka. Look up Igbo language, Onye, Onye. That's a word for person. That's my reference point for my language because I'll just say it like this. My matrilineal village's location, it's called Eben Mohafia. That's it. Shout out to Eben Mohafia. It's in West Africa, what's currently known as Nigeria. And then the place that my patrilineage currently resides, that's what I'll say. The village it currently resides is Ojiurata, which is also in West Africa, what is now considered Nigeria. And then people in that part of the world, most of them speak what is today referred to as Igbo language. Anyway, that's my reference point. But anyway, Onyeka, expansion person, what is that? To my understanding, that is a person that is greater than a normal person in this world, and they can inhabit at least 2 bodies at once, basically. So if you want to think about it, the concept of gods and goddesses, that's based on the real metaphysical reality of Onyeka. So the eagle is one of those, right? So anyway, the eagle is an expansion person. That's point 1. Let me stand up. Ooh. Let's see, can I push my laptop back here? Well, I'll alternate between kind of standing. Let's see. If I squat, will you see? Ooh, you can see my head if I squat. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see. Then let's do this. Anyway, that was point one. Point two. All of the good husband of the people, in my language, Amadioha, can be called the eagle. All of the good husband of the people, in my language, Amadioha, can be called the eagle. So Amadioha, the good husband of the people, I'll just say that for the rest of this because you guys can at least understand those words, all of you. The good husband of the people is a thing. It is one of the things that undergirds all of existence. There are 49 of them. Again, this is based on my research. I know this is something the vast majority of people don't know, or at least don't say. Um, Many things are based off of this, or there are many pieces of information that have come from this. One is the god of the sky archetype, and another one is actually the archetype of the god of the sea. Those are two things, right? But anyway, these things are much vaster than that. But the point is, these things can all be called many things. In the case of the Mandioha, it can also be called the eagle. What's the significance of that? Basically, the eagle is very big and important and powerful. Because in order for a Mandioha to take your name, you have to be that big. So that's point two. Three, the eagle animal is his category of existence and his animal. The eagle animal is his category of existence and his animal. What does that mean? Onyeka, generally speaking, they can inhabit any different category of existence. For example, they can be what you call a dog, and then they could also change form and become what we call a human being, things like that. But there's one that they prefer to inhabit the most, the one that they just naturally are in. For example, Amadioha, I'll just say it like this. Amadioha naturally is what we call a human being, okay? Like the whole thing. Again, it's not a person, it's a thing. But if it becomes a person or person-like thing for a second, it'll be a human being, what we call a human being, right? But the eagle, in his natural state, he is an eagle. And that is his category of existence. It's also his animal. An animal is a specific type of being that is the manifestation of someone or something's drive to reproduce, right? Like human beings are animals, and we feed really basically there's one thing's drive in the world to reproduce that we feed, okay? That's my understanding of animal. Of course, obviously, we have the common understanding of animal. That's not totally wrong. It's just that's the most specific definition of animal based upon my knowledge. Anyway, the whole point of that is that the category of existence eagle also doubles as an animal. That's rare. Most categories of existence do not also, or let me say it like this. Most people's category of existence, again, talking about expansion people, does not also double as their primary animal. Again, most of them have multiple animals. It's very interesting. And forgive me, I know I don't have graphs and pictures and animations yet, but they're coming. And then there'll be discourse about this in the future, so you know people can ask questions. Anyway, that's just something to consider. So that's point three. Then point four. Point four. The eagle, aka the overseer, is crucial to leadership and organization. This is the one I really want to get to. The eagle, aka the overseer, is crucial to leadership and organization. Another word for eagle is overseer. The eagle is the overseer. Oversees all of existence, make sure everything is running smoothly. If something goes wrong, steps right to it. That is one leadership position. So what can we take from this? Any organization needs at least one overseer. Without that, there will be chaos and crime will be rampant. So that's my point. Anyway, let me take a break, then I'll give you the bonus piece of information. And then the two questions to think about, then I'll take a bigger break and come back and say this again. Stay warm, everyone. It's cold here in my part of the world. A lot of other places in the U.S. is cold. We turn around. It's cool in here. Okay. Here's the bonus piece of information. Bonus piece of information. Examine your emotions. It is good for your mind. Examine your emotions. It is good for your mind. Okay. Now let's get to the double question. First, how much crime in the world today results from a lack of overseers in leadership? How much crime in the world today results from a lack of overseers in leadership? That's question one. Question two, do you think you are an overseer? Do you think that you are an overseer? Something to ponder. Anyway, thank you. Let me take a break and then I'll come back and I'll give the points again. Just went on screen there to stretch. Thank you to those of you who are here. Thank you to those of you joining in the future. Again, you'll see this on replay as well. Let me go again. Title of this live stream is The Eagle is Also the Overseer. Once again, I'm Chimoge, aka Moge. I'll give the points again and then I'll leave you as it is. I just saw 1212, which is the number of the eagle. Let me put that in the comments. I hope that. Let me see if I can get this on the screen. Let's see. Shout out to Chelsea. She was on the first live stream yesterday. This is the first from a laptop. I wanted to show her comments. I thought they showed up. They didn't. I'll probably do something because there were heartwarming comments to make it show. But anyway, that's something to consider. 1212 is the number of the eagle. Okay. If you see 1212, you're right on target. Anyway, let's go. First, the eagle is an expansion person. The eagle is an expansion person. What does this mean? If you've heard of the concept of a god or a goddess, that concept is flawed, but it's based upon this real reality. There are things called expansion people, in my knowledge, Onyeka, and they can inhabit, just to say it crudely, at least two bodies at once. They can inhabit more than one body at once. Second, all of Amadioha, the good husband of the people, all of the good husband of the people can be called the eagle. All of the thing, the good husband of the people can be called the eagle. This shows how big the eagle is. Third, the eagle animal is his category of existence and his animal. The eagle animal is his category of existence and his animal. Obviously, the eagle is an animal. We see those animals all over the place. Every individual together forms a category of existence that can mate and reproduce. They are all part of his category of existence. So that is him manifesting in the world through all those individuals. So he naturally, as in the eagle, the person, naturally in his resting state is an eagle. But also that category of existence feeds his will to reproduce. And it's a manifestation of it. right? And it feeds him energetically. That's what it means to be an animal. Most onyekas and also things, because things also have their category of existence, have a separate category of existence and animal. His is together in one. Shows he's a very powerful person. That's 3. Let's spin before we give the kicker. All right. 4. The eagle, aka the overseer, is crucial to leadership and organization. The eagle, aka the overseer, is crucial to leadership and organization. Obviously, everyone has at least seen a picture of an eagle. I'm sure most have also seen a video, and many have seen them in person. I remember the last time I saw, well, actually, yesterday I saw a couple eagles. They were black eagles. But the last time I saw a standard eagle was back when I was living in Maryland. I was driving. I don't drive anymore. I still have a driver's license, but really, hope I don't have to drive again. That's a backup function of mine. Not saying I don't want to renew my license or anything, but, prefer not to drive. But I was driving just because I wasn't at that stage yet. And I saw an eagle flying overhead. So shout out to that eagle. Anyway, obviously they fly high, they look over everything. They oversee all of existence. The eagle himself does. That's crucial for leadership. That's to make sure there's no crime and more specifically no bad things that should not exist. Okay. So any organizational structure in any group needs at least one eagle, at least one overseer in its ranks so that there's oversight. Without oversight, there's nothing. Anyway, those are the points. Let me give the bonus piece of information again, then the 2 questions, and I'll take my leave. All right. Here's the bonus piece of information. Examine your emotions. It is good for your mind. Examine your emotions. It is good for your mind. Just saw 1717. That's another interesting number. There we go. Saw that. Keep that there for a second. Take note of that. But then I want to put this one up. That's more relevant. Okay, let me give the double question. Then I'll take my leave. So first, let me get this. Ooh, again. Come on, so let's go. Not double. How much crime in the world today results from a lack of overseers in leadership? How much crime in the world today results from a lack of overseers in leadership? That's question 1. Now, question 2. Do you think that you are an overseer? Do you think that you are an overseer? Ponder that. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Again, I'm Chimoge, aka Moge. Please check out the rest of Chimoge's comments and the rest of OZ Bangonko, the media company that this is a part of, and check me out. Thank you very much.